Hey everybody, Matt here, Big Red Liquors, and today I've got this very special project which we actually debuted at our Bourbon Expo, but in the melee of all the silver ticket items and all the business that was going on, it kind of got overlooked a little bit, but I've been working on this project for many months, and finally it's here. This is the Buffalo Trace 6-pack. That is 6 different single barrels of Buffalo Trace, and we always that's kind of ballpark allocation for us for the whole year, and we do them all at once because we always like to have a theme. So a couple years ago it was a different single barrel from a different warehouse, different floor, so they were scattered all over the place. And then this year we've got the wooden floor versus concrete floor, and I'm going to show you this package which we had custom designed for us, which is really neat. So we've got 3 different single barrels from Warehouse K, which is a wooden floor warehouse. So a lot more air circulation from the bottom to the top floor, a lot more activity going on, a lot more variance and variables in temperature, airflow, etc. So that's wooden floor Warehouse K. And there's barrel 238, 239, and 256. Then, if you turn it around, the designer did a great job on this package, by the way. We've got concrete floor. So I don't know if people know, but Buffalo Trace, they're building new warehouses. They've got a lot of warehouses in play. They're not all the same. They use different types of warehouses. They've got an experimental warehouse, all kinds of interesting experiments going on all the time there. Concrete floor, Warehouse L, is over here, and we've got barrel 428, 429, and 431. And then I'm not going to taste them all here on the video because it's before 9 a.m., but so I've got a couple of tasting notes that I want to share and that I'll share in the email. So we'll start with the concrete with 431. So that's like lots of rich fruit, a little bit of hazelnut, slightly malty. I think, no, that's not that. And spice forward finish. 429, that was like a liquid biscuit to me. So very malty, round, smooth. That was definitely my standout barrel among the concrete floors, 429. And then 428, an aroma that I've always enjoyed in bourbon, which is kind of this green sort of forest floor aroma I thought it had, with a little bit of pine spice, apples and pears. This one to me tasted a lot like an aged, like a 10, 11, 12-year-old Calvados. So it had the fruit, but it had that nice aged, piney, rich spice to it as well. So those were the concrete barrels. And then my tasting notes for the wooden barrels, barrel 238, this one tasted identical to a Blanton. So real creamy texture, to me always reminiscent of like Cognac, really nice full-bodied spice on the finish. So that's like an after-dinner type drink. Barrel 239 on the wooden floor. So this one was like total leather works, light wood spice, and then I got this like weird kind of hint of M&ms on the finish. So it had like this nice like crisp chocolate, Kit Kat crispiness mixed with chocolate that I really enjoyed. And then wooden barrel 256. This was a complete like tropical fruit bomb. I think it was the best of the bunch, at least for my flavor profile, my palate, because it was more sweet forward, really rich tropical fruit, ripe pineapples, mangoes, dragon fruit, that kind of stuff, with spice in the background, a medium mouthfeel, but just super bright, just popped when I went through the tasting. So that would be barrel 256 of the wooden floor. So you get 3 concretes, 3 woods. They're all labeled exactly as they are. They're both labeled on the medallion, and they're labeled here in the package. So if you take them out and spread them around and do a tasting, you can return them to their original. You're not going to lose track of them. So one, this is a great bourbon gift for the holidays. Super easy. Put it in a box, wrap it up, $100 out the door. 6 single barrels of whiskey. So if you're buying for somebody who's a bourbon drinker, this is an amazing gift. But if you're just a bourbon drinker, also really fun and cool to put on a progressive tasting. And I would do it blind. Like, I wouldn't know what they are, and see if you could tell the difference between the wood floor and the concrete. If you rank them in order, did you like concrete better than wood, etc., or was it a mix? Anyway, all single barrels are definitely different, and these are no exception. And I'd say at least 2 of these are definitely in my top 10 of single barrel picks for the entire year. They are delicious. And that, to me, would be $4.29 and $2.56. Killer. Worth the price just to get those 2, but all of them are really good in different ways. Cheers.